What's trending? Google's tree troubles in Mountain View, a massive outage hitting Google Maps, groundbreaking data center developments across the globe, and a widespread scam targeting small businesses. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. First up, Google is facing a hefty bill after chopping down hundreds of trees for a project they scrapped. We've got the details on the massive payout and what it means for Mountain View. Next, did your navigation go haywire? Google Maps experienced a major outage that left users worldwide in the dark. We'll break down what happened and when things got back online. Then, we're diving into the massive world of data centers with CleanArc, Google's colossal investment in West Memphis, and Duke Energy's strategic moves in Florida. Plus, a new scam is hitting small businesses hard with fake negative Google reviews. Stick around. Google's Forest Fumble, a $700K reckoning. Google is shelling out up to $703,000 to Mountain View after a controversial decision to clear over 800 trees for a now-terminated office project. This massive payout is intended to fund the planting of hundreds of new trees across the city, aiming to restore some of the lost greenery. This whole situation stems from Google's abandoned Google Landings project, a planned 800,000-square-foot office development. After raising 847 trees, including 316 heritage trees, Google halted the project last year, citing a need for a measured approach to real estate. They've since backfilled the excavation and seeded the site with native grasses, but the tree removal left a significant void. The agreement with the Mountain View City Council mandates Google to plant 14 street trees along Landings Drive and 67 box trees to screen the property from U.S. Highway 101. Crucially, Google will also provide the city with 678 additional trees to be planted throughout Mountain View, with the city having the discretion to choose suitable species. The financial agreement ranges from $533,500 to $703,000, depending on the number and type of replacement trees selected. City Council member Pat Showalter highlighted the positive impact, stating these trees will enhance the city's canopy, providing much-needed shade and cooling. While Google has already planted over 1,300 trees at various locations, this new agreement aims to directly address the impact of the Landings Drive project. But how much longer will Google's real estate woes continue? And what's next in the world of tech infrastructure? We're tracking massive data center expansions that could reshape entire regions. Don't go anywhere. Lost in the Matrix, the Great Google Maps Blackout. For a significant period on a recent Thursday afternoon, users worldwide found themselves navigating blind as Google Maps experienced a major, rare outage. The mapping service, a staple for millions, failed to load properly on both Android and iOS apps, displaying only rough outlines and rendering place listings inaccessible. This widespread disruption wasn't just an inconvenience. It directly impacted navigation and directions, leaving commuters and travelers stranded. While the Google Maps website remained accessible, the mobile applications were rendered virtually useless for many. Reports indicate the issues began around 1 p.m. PT, with partial restoration occurring around 1:30 p.m. for Android devices. However, iOS users continued to face problems, including can't reach the internet errors and a completely down search function until later in the afternoon. Interestingly, this outage seemed isolated to Google Maps. Other Google services like Gmail, Drive, Docs, YouTube, and Search appeared unaffected, though NotebookLM did report minor issues earlier. The incident serves as a stark reminder of our reliance on these digital tools and the significant impact even a few hours of downtime can have. While Maps was down, other Google projects were making major headlines. Get ready for some jaw-dropping figures on data center investments that are set to reshape the tech landscape. Data centers, the new gold rush. This month, the data center and AI infrastructure landscape is booming with monumental investments and strategic developments. CleanArc Data Centers is set to transform a 650-acre site in Caroline County, Virginia, into a massive data center campus, representing one of the county's largest private investments. The phased construction will include 3 initial 500,000 square foot buildings, with a potential multi-billion-dollar build-out, focusing on local hiring and prohibiting the use of potable county water for cooling. Meanwhile, Google is making an unprecedented $10 billion investment in West Memphis, Arkansas, for a sprawling 1,178-acre data center campus along the Mississippi River. This project, hailed as the first cornerstone of the Digital Delta Initiative, includes massive solar and backup energy generation plans, aiming to support Google's renewable energy commitments and grid reliability. This move positions the Mid-South as a significant corridor for AI and cloud infrastructure. In Florida, Duke Energy is proactively preparing for the potential influx of hyperscale data centers by proposing a new tariff class specifically for large load customers, ensuring residential ratepayers aren't burdened by necessary grid upgrades. This strategic move anticipates the growing interest in Florida for digital infrastructure investment, despite historical challenges. Further south, ODATA has secured a record $1.02 billion green financing package for data center development across Brazil, Mexico, Chile, and Colombia, emphasizing stringent sustainability commitments and renewable energy usage. In College Station, Texas, a proposed 200-acre data center campus by Priority Power Management could bring thousands of construction jobs and significant economic benefits. And in West Texas, Fermi America, co-founded by Rick Perry, is planning an ambitious 11 GW AI campus, potentially integrating nuclear power and representing one of the largest single-site AI developments globally. Finally, Hermiston, Oregon, is annexing 800 acres to become a new data center hub, aiming to attract hyperscale operators with streamlined zoning and permitting, projecting substantial job growth and tax revenue. But it's not all massive investments and innovation. A sneaky scam is targeting small businesses worldwide, and the culprit might be closer than you think. We're exposing the fake review schemes that are hurting entrepreneurs. Fake reviews, real extortion, small businesses under siege. Small business owners are falling victim to a sophisticated global scam that weaponizes fake negative Google reviews. Scammers flood businesses with one-star ratings, then demand payment, often hundreds of dollars, to remove them, threatening to destroy hard-earned reputations. This predatory scheme targets businesses reliant on online reviews, from contractors like Natalia Piper in Los Angeles, who lost her 5-star rating and customers after paying $250, to moving companies and repair services. The attackers, often operating from countries like Pakistan, use WhatsApp to contact victims. The reviews themselves are becoming increasingly elaborate, making them harder for platforms like Google to detect. Industry watchdog Fake Review Watch has identified over 150 businesses worldwide targeted by this extortion tactic. Kay Dean, founder of Fake Review Watch and a former federal investigator, states that Google, despite removing millions of fake reviews annually and suspending hundreds of thousands of accounts, isn't doing enough to protect these businesses. While Google has promised a new reporting tool, victims report difficulty getting help. The scam is amplified by AI tools that can generate convincing fake reviews at scale. Existing regulations, like FTC rules against buying fake positive reviews, don't cover platforms or international scammers. Tips for businesses include watching for sudden drops in ratings, scrutinizing reviewer profiles for suspicious activity, and reporting fraudulent reviews to Google. However, many victims feel left vulnerable, with payment rarely stopping the attacks and sometimes inviting more. That's all the trending news for today. But before you go, let's do a lightning-fast recap of everything we covered. All right, folks, that's a wrap on today's Google Trends Hub. We saw Google ponying up big bucks for those trees in Mountain View, Google Maps bouncing back after a massive outage, huge data center projects breaking ground from Arkansas to Virginia, and the ongoing battle against fake reviews plaguing small businesses. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Google Trends Hub for more, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and let us know in the comments which story surprised you the most. Follow us on all social platforms for even more trending news.